Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more videos on cancer care.
Namaste everyone, good afternoon. Today we have gathered here again for yet another Talk Your Heart Out. To give you a little introduction about what is Talk Your Heart Out, it is a cancer support group where people whose lives have been touched by cancer in any which ways. You don't have to have cancer, but if you have had a person in your circle whom you have taken care of, who had cancer, you have volunteered for a cancer organization. It is a space for everyone like that to come together and talk about it. And Talk Your Heart Out is by Onco.com. Onco.com is a 360-degree cancer care organization where you can get second opinion, where you can get advices from tumor board, you can get online consultation, and there is a new service Onco Warrior wherein if you have been recently diagnosed by a cancer form, you can connect with us and we will connect you to a person who has already survived the journey of cancer in that course. So, welcome everyone, and today our guest with us is Debrati Ji.
Okay. So hi all. Thank you so much for taking up the time and joining us on a Sunday afternoon. So I'm Debarati Sarkar. So I'm 34 years old and I'm single. So one part of me who is very focused into my service and job. I started up working in the service industry as a door-to-door sales girl, growing up from a very down level. And it's not about family or, financial matter, but I always wanted to do something of my own, from a very tender age. And now, for the grace of God, I'm managing the pan-India level. So, apart from that, I'm into traveling since years. Like traveling has been my passion. I get my car keys, I cycle, I have a bike. So I feel I have a very deep connection with the roads, the highways, the mountains, the sea. So luckily when I came back to Kolkata from Bombay, God could see my passion, and he somehow introduced with a group of 1,000 motorcycle riders, and I'm a part of it. So we have ridden across the length and breadth of the country together, and we hold India Book of Records for our many adventurous trips. So we explore forest, we explore island. So at nutshell, I'm hardworking, I'm sincere, but very risk-taking in my free-spirited at my place. So nutshell on about me.
Arey wow, so beautiful, Debarati. It's so inspiring to hear that. So now coming to the cancer story,
Right.
could you tell everybody what did you have? A little bit background on that so that people know.
So life was smooth ride, for a little while. My life moved between my work and my bike adventures, as you people have just heard it. Then one sudden night in early 2019, I mean last year, at home at Calcutta, I started shivering, and I felt a pain in my abdomen area. And trust me, I knew this was not a regular pain, Something was wrong, I knew something was wrong. It was paining so badly. I watched the clock for the sunrise, and my stomach was paining so badly. So I decided not to tell to anybody else, because I usually don't share with my parents, with my parents and my friends. I mean, when it is at most required. to have my guardian signature for any surgeries or anything as such, I inform them, or else I do it everything off my own. So I decided not to tell anybody. And as it was morning, I booked an appointment with Tata Memorial at Tata Memorial Hospital, Calcutta. So after the ultrasound, the doctor said, I need surgery. So, so I'm not new to surgeries. Like before 8-10 years back, I had faced 2 surgeries. So the first one was a tumor in my left ovary, and they had the open surgery, and they had removed the tumor and the ovary itself on the left one. And the second one was a cystic tumor in my right ovary. They had kept some part of ovary, and they had removed the tumor and rest all the things. Then again at the third time, I had the tumor at my right ovary. And this time again, they had operated, uterus, both the ovaries, and entire thing. So this is it.
Okay. So why didn't you tell your parents?
See, I personally feel what I can do of myself. I shouldn't say it to them. It will create more of tension and everything. But when I said this to my parents, I'll tell you. I choose a hospital at Cuttack for my surgeries, because last all my surgeries had been taken at Cuttack itself. So I informed my parents and my family that we are traveling for my treatment. I informed them before 2 days before going to the hospital, and they said, "Okay, why are we going to Cuttack?" I said, "See, I need to go for a surgery, and the tickets and everything is done, so we need to travel there." And I clearly remember the scene before entering the operation theater. My parents' reaction. I was lying on the stretcher, and my sister, my father, was standing near me. They had so long, pale faced, and I was pretty much chilled out at that time also. I told them, okay, please don't be dramatic, right? I am going inside. I'll be back in few minutes. So please wait for me here. So I'll be coming back soon. But trust me, I can face anything. Like, my mindset is like that. But I hate that once I go to the OT, I hate that, that big halogen light, and I hate that beeping machine that goes, beep, 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 beep. So, बहुत डर लगता है. So ask my doctor also. You people don't feel fear, or थोड़ा बहुत instrumental music और ये वो हो जाए, तो थोड़ा easy हो जाता है. But but after the operation, I was looking after being discharged. So the day doctor said I'll be discharging, I distributed sweets among the nurses, in the hospital. But the doctor was of a different opinion. He said I needed chemotherapy,
Okay.
And trust me, that moment was like a silent movie, The moment he said I need a chemotherapy, everything was like a silent movie. The doctor was still talking, but I could not hear. It's like, someone is playing violin and fairy tales of piche aa rahe, dance kar rahe. I can see him, talking, but I cannot listen. My hands, the entire body turned cold, but this cannot really happen,
Correct. So now that you're telling this, I want to understand, what was your reaction like when you were diagnosed, when you first got to know? That time also, was it a silent movie, or Were you ready to
No,
face
see,
on?
I faced it. I faced it. My dear friend from Cuttack, my friends started calling me. I told them not to, call me. Give me some time. I need some time to be alone. My father was there. Uh, he was like, he was not able to speak up. He was fumbling. I said, okay, you go down and just give me some time. I locked my room and I was thinking about the future and everything. And I came back to Calcutta. I shared the news with my closest friends. There too, I heard silence. The closest friends, they were silent. And trust me, the silence was louder than all the words. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could hear the fear in their words. Hear something which I'm actually not used to.
Okay.
This is
Okay. And how did that make you feel? Like your reaction to all those things, the silence.
See, I tell you, while I shifted my mind entirely to overcome what I cannot control, my cancer. It had to happen.
Hmm.
But I used what I could, my work. I'll tell you. I mean, at the hospital also, when one of my hand was taking chemo, I used the other hand, to call all my vendors, my clients, coordinating them. I kept myself busy, and trust me, when I visited hospital, I was very scared, but when I visited the hospital, I saw children as young as 1.5 years old facing cancer. That moved me. If these little children, innocent children, can deal with it, I mean, why can't I? And trust me, I had never been this kind of person who shops online. I don't know if my brother is online there. So I asked my brother. The first thing which came into my mind that I'll be losing my hair. So first thing I told my brother, okay, bye, let's order a wig, because I cannot do that. I cannot go at the road with my bald head. I was very embarrassed, seeing all people around. And I ordered a wig, but trust me, wearing a wig felt so unnatural to me, So I decided to keep it the bald look itself, people on the public transport, people on the roads would stare me like, if I would have been, I mean, I was fed up with that attention, like, ऐसा हो सकता है कि see, if I would be a boy, लोग उस तरीके से नहीं देखते, but as I'm a girl, people get more, I mean, why is she bold and all? So I was like, मैं उनके तरफ देख के बोले, are you down with my look? Fine. So I decided to keep it, bald look itself. जिसको जो सोचना है सोच लो भाई, मेरा क्या जाता है? So it was pretty funny to me even, but it was an opportunity, I would say, to step out from my comfort zone and get adventurous with my looks as well.
So beautiful. Okay. So nice. Again, I'm telling all the participants who are waiting and who are listening to Debarati that if you have any question, please put it on the chat box privately to me. I will redirect it to Debarati ji. And after we have done, we can talk with Debarati directly also. So, we have a question, like one of the friends have sent it. Other than hair loss, did you have any other side effects?
There are many. So apart from hair loss, apart from going on my regular treatment to the hospital, I had been admitted to the hospital thrice in my session of my, the entire thing. I had full ulcer in my mouth. I could not eat. I was into nausea, fatigue. I had constipation. I had been admitted to the hospital midnight. My brother came in. I was shivering. I had 1.4, 1.5 temperature, and I vomited. I vomited for 2-3 days. So it was tough, And since this is all about cancer and the survivors and the caregivers, I personally wanted to share, if out there people listening to me. See, I survived stage 4 ovarian cancer. It's been 7 months now. Chemo is crazy. I'm not going to lie about it, but it kills your body entirely without killing you. But you do not have any choice. You have to go through it, to come out to the other side. And trust me, I found through my cancer that my life matters more than I had ever dreamt, I see things differently post my cancer, post my chemo. I see things differently. I do things differently. I have a different newfound of passion and a desire to truly live with helping others and encouraging them to, along with the cancer journey. Trust me, my cancer became a teacher to me, teaching me about my potential, my faith, and my purposes. I believe everyone's life matters, So no matter how tough the journey, how scary, how can find peace and purpose because of your life matters. But it's not about cancer, but it is all about you, trust me. So a small message.
So beautiful. So there is one more question which has come to me. What part of yourself do you think got the best out of you, where you gave strength to your family and friends even when you were being taken to the OT? Like, was it the positive attitude or something else? That is the question.
Being strong is necessary, if you're strong, be it to the OT, be it taking chemo, be it all on your any severe sickness. If you're strong, if this little approach of becoming strong to deal with it, not only you yourself will have a mindset to deal with it and to be strong, but also gets the fuel that enables to do the people around to deal with the impossible, So they feel that you're strong. They also feel if you're weak, because trust, when I take chemo, I know this is chemo, but at this mindset, I take it as a normal saline, The moment I'll take it, ye bhai chemo hai, I'll be, mera sara cells, my all good and bad cells would be, finished, and I'll be sick. I won't be able to get up. Then I'm gone. Mera wahi pe khatam. Everything's over.
Got it. So nice. I mean, after listening to you speak like this, one of my friends have sent me a message privately. Did not want to disturb you, so I'm getting questions privately. So yeah. So my friend says, where do you get this confidence from? Your fearlessness is unreal.
As I said, okay. During I'll tell you one small story. How I actually deal with it. So before the chemo start off, I asked my brother, to have my buck list on, my wish list. So my brother, my friends, they supported me midnight, getting me hospitalized, checking up with the best doctors in town, arranged all dreamy, fantasizing demands. I even asked my brother that every chemo I end up, take me to the mall. I want to play bowling, we'll play bowling together with the bald head. if I'm not able to stand, you guide me, but I will not be sleeping after the chemo. I wanted myself to be, and also I'll tell you a little funny. I even told him that if you can, then arrange some strip dancers and everything. Like I'll be more than happy. If I get them. So it is like that. I mean, if you have set your mindset कि नहीं मेरे को ये चीजें करनी है, तो it is all about here, कि जैसे आप mindset करोगे वैसे ही होगा. But once you are done कि नहीं chemo 3 महीना I'll be counting my days this then थोड़ा slow हो जाएगा process और कुछ नहीं.
Got it. So एक और question आया है which is very beautiful. Just a second. हाँ कि today being Guru Purnima, आज गुरु पूर्णिमा है.
गुरु पूर्णिमा भी है, साईं बाबा का बर्थडे भी है आज.
So today being Guru Purnima, would you thank cancer for being that teacher and giving you the learnings you got despite the pain?
See, I'll tell you, yeah, I would, because pre-cancer, my lifestyle was not that great, Post that, my lifestyle had been progressed, that has been improved. But I will not prioritize, or I would not say cancer to be my identity is not my sickness. My identity is what I do, apart from cancer. That is very important. I mean, you need to do things differently. That is your identity. I don't want me to know to the people that she's a survival of cancer. I don't take it that way.
Great. There has been one more beautiful question. Then we will get back to our.
I love them. I mean, ऐसा लग रहा है ना कि I'm only speaking, but questions आ रहा है तो अच्छा लग रहा है. I mean, it's like interactive.
Yes. Everybody is awestruck by the way you're speaking. So hence there have been so many questions. I have never been in any biking group, but through friends, I know they share a special bond and connection.
Correct.
It would be nice to know how they helped you in this journey and how they are still helping you. What you share with them to make your bond stronger with them during this journey.
Okay. See, the moment I came, as I said at the beginning of my conversation, the moment I came at Calcutta from Bombay, probably after a couple of months, I joined my group. And the moment I joined my group, I got a few of my trips with them. But as they got their India Book of Records, they had been to Gurudambar Lake also. Gurudambar Lake from here to Sikkim, that's a full frozen area. And we had planned Ladakh also. But unfortunately, the day it was finalized and I got myself nominated to go that Gurudambar Lake as well. But the same day I got to know that, I'll be having this treatment of cancer. So down the line, I was regretting of not joining them. But trust me, I mean, bikers group is like, normal friends kaise hota hai na? If you're I know this is very harsh example, but if you're locked up, friends will come and they will come and friends will come and help you to get your bail and all. I'm just giving an example to bail and all. But a biker friends kya hai na? They'll say ke let me also get inside and with you. This is the bonding which they have. So I have a different connection altogether. I mean, हम दोनों एक साथ जेल में रहेंगे. फ्रेंड्स क्या होता ना आके मुझे छुड़ा के जाते हैं. और that's a special connection I have with the biker friends.
Wow, so beautiful. That's a apt example I feel. जो biker friends है. Then when you said that, I instantly went back to my childhood. जो मेरे school time के friends है, वो भी ऐसा करेंगे. अरे बेल क्या मैं अंदर आके रहता हूँ.
मैं अंदर आता है ना भाई क्या. फ्रेंड्स बहुत टेंस हो जाते हैं, बेल ये वो, घर में क्या बोलेंगे ये वो, इतना सोचेंगे तो बस
कैसे चलेगा? So
कैसे
yeah,
चलेगा.
that kind of reminds me of that. Okay, getting back to question, one of people have asked here. Okay, yes, how did your parents finally come to terms with the situation? I think this is a parent who have asked this.
See, I'm lucky to have such a broad-minded parents. They had always allowed me since my childhood. Because they have a believe on me that I won't do things bad, or I won't let them down. So they had given me full privilege of do things of my own. And as I said, I don't share my problems. I share my happiness with them, but I am little skeptical of not sharing the bad part or anything with my parents. Because usually, because I stay at a different flat altogether. They stay 2-3 buildings next to me, because it's been since the time I am 16, or I would say 17 years old. I had been off my own. So I had been to other cities. I had lived at Pune, Bombay, Orissa, all the other cities. So, and when I came back, I had the entire, things to set up: my washing machine, my fridge, sofa, this and that. So they do not have that big 4-5 rooms. So I had to take different rooms altogether. So I would say उसमें भी थोड़ा सा disconnect है, तो सुबह उठना पेरेंट्स के साथ या सोना पेरेंट्स के साथ. So I hope I am clear little bit.
Yeah. Great. I think I have asked all my questions, but there are 3 more follow-up questions which is there in the chat box. So we will ask that, and we will open the floor for people also to interact with you. One-on-one, they can come on to the video and ask you questions. So people, do you have any questions? Don't put it in chat anymore. Hold the questions for asking them directly to Debarati ji. So I'll go to
Harish, don't call me Debarati ji, yaar, please. You call me Debarati. I'm feeling
not possible, Debarati ji.
No, please. Call me Debu. हाँ.
तो आपके एक दोस्त ने एक मैसेज भेजा है, देबलीना साहब ने, कि so much of positivity. Debarati is a close friend of mine, so definitely love for her, but I'm sending love and best wishes to Onco.com too. Such a nice initiative, loved it. The conversation is in full swing, so did not want to disturb all, so messaged person. So वो एक message आया, I thought I should read it out.
Okay, thank you, Deblina.
Next question. Which is one most important factor or driving force that helped you fight cancer and is still helping you to fight it?
To hide cancer, as in?
Fight.
Okay, to fight with the cancer.
Yeah.
Surviving cancer is not only about the only survival. I mean, it is not only about me, It is the family is equally indulged to it. I mean, it is not me who actually suffered cancer. My parents have suffered cancer. My friends have suffered cancer. Day in, day out, they had kept me boosted up. A lot of people stood by me, my friends, my family. It was just a great, notice my friends, my relatives was equally tensed, in fact, more tensed. So that helped me, to do something for them, and to show them, end of the day, they say, okay, chill. Even I still remember, my doctor also said, are you serious about your cancer? This is not a normal thing, you need to be serious. This is cancer. then I said, okay, I had to be serious, like, you know. तो क्या कर सकते हैं?
Oh my God. It's like, when our parents says, this is life, take it seriously. Are you serious about it? Are you joking? It's okay.
And
But I
I'll
still
tell
do
you,
understand doctors' perspective also.
correct.
Because they might be coming from a perspective that you did not understand. ये
Correct.
कैंसर है भाई, you समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं?
हाँ,
So you came from that perspective.
And one day I remember I'm 34, right? And my doctor called my dad, and the doctor said to my dad, you need to make your daughter understand that to be a little serious about it, right? Because I had been admitted to one of my room, and after every chemo I used to come out taking help somewhere or the other. I used to go to the next room. I used to go to the kids for their to have a good conversation, this and that. And my bed was always like khali rehta hai. So tab thoda sa after I joined my office after 2 chemo session, I went back to my office and I said, "Hey, boss, I'm here. Good morning." And he shouted me, "Okay, see, we have some HR policies and responsibilities. You need to go back to your home. You need to take some rest. You cannot do. This is not a normal malaria or jaundice." So, but I had 4 sessions. Two session I dealt with it, but चौथा जब आया ना, that completely वो मुझे पूरा खत्म कर दिया था. I could not move at all.
Okay. So, very beautiful. I think that's about. There is a message from Anjali ji, but I will ask her to come directly on video and tell you that. So, and okay. Now I think we will open up the floor for people to come and directly ask you the questions. So first I would ask, I think Samrat has already put a request way long ago that I will directly give my question to her on video only. So Samrat, why don't you come like,
Hi, Kothai.
Hello, am I audible?
Hey.
Hi. Okay. Acha, Debarati, first of all, welcome to this session and khub bhalo hocche. I am listening to
Thanks,
it.
buddy.
And
Thanks, buddy.
yeah.
Same hairstyle I
from the
have
last time-
post Komo.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow your hairstyle now.
Emo curls.
Okay. So, yeah. So the thing is, what I wanted to ask that your your general energy is very bubbly. Okay, it's very bubbly and rock star like, and you have got style. Okay, in regarding whatever you do, be it at work. So yeah. So the thing is, the past is past, right? Whatever you have survived that. But now if you look at life, okay, in this phase that everybody is going through, I have seen this, I have observed this in you, Devaroti, that you are always very what to say, that things are happening, okay, but around you, but you still keep your cool when it comes to work, and you can work for long hours, you go for traveling, you are still fond about your bikers group. So the thing is, how do you keep your mental balance? Because why I'm asking this is because everybody is not Taiho, everybody is not your bikers group. Okay,
Right.
the world, the people in the world is very different, right? I mean, they will trigger certain reactions. They will try to trigger certain reactions from you. The corporate world, streets. Okay, so there also are you the same person who you are here or at your office or at your bikers group? Like, how do you manage to whenever I message you or call you, I've seen that there's this coolness to you. Okay, there's this style and coolness to you, which is very infectious the body, but like apart from that, like it's very difficult to attain. It's something very difficult to attain, I think. And how do you like perform like at your work? Like you have been like you are very passionate about your work. I have seen this. Okay, so like it seems like you are like you love like your work and the current avatar that you have. How do you manage like this particular avatar of yours?
See, I'll tell you, Samrat, before the conversation with Harish, I was saying, uh, behind this smiling face, I was sharing to Harish, last 3 days was very tough for me, recent last 3 days. My pet buddy, you must be knowing, he's not well. So I've been taking him to the clinic, saline. I've been crying since last 3 days. But it cannot be like that, I had to be, if I get tensed, then I'll fall sick. My brain will not work. And the moment doctor said to me that you need to go for chemo, that doctor, Mr. Giri, he did my surgery before 10 years back. That time also they said I may need a chemo, but that time he said, okay, fine, you be in regular touch. We'll see if you actually require chemo or not. So he knows it. So when the moment he said, okay, you need chemo, I said, okay, but why, sir? Then he said, you already got 10 years of your life. Then I imagine, like, is it like 10 years is enough for me to live? I don't know. I mean, perhaps there's a quote, thoda filmy quote hai, live every day rather dying. कुछ ऐसा है ना, तो I live every day, I live every hour, I live every second, no matter what the entire thing goes, At my work also, I love my work. If you're not happy with your work, what you do, you will not be able to achieve things,
Yeah, and also you have been making a lot of videos. So can you tell everybody about that? Like,
अरे वो तो full lockdown में था, वेला था, इसलिए थोड़ा बहुत.
No, about your travel vlogs and like the type of videos which you make. They're very creative. So why don't you share that?
Nothing. I mean, that's ठीक है. But during the lockdown, and people actually had asking me to come on live, and I had a lot of other requests. But you know what? This is the first time which I'm doing it. This webinar. I've never done this before, so I get little nervous, or I don't know how people will take me, because I don't feel I am that to be to get recognized. I'm nothing. I'm just learning. That's it. There are people who knows much better than me. There are people who can deal with it. I'm still a learner. That's the reason I have never tried to attempt it also.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Harish, you are not audible.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you, Samrat, for joining us and asking such a lovely question, which showed another side of Devrati, and also got us to know that she's been doing many other things, which I will get to know from you later. So, before, while the question answers were going, I think Shruti was there from our team who wanted to say 2 lines to you. So, Shruti, can you unmute yourself, show yourself, and say those 2 things to Devrati directly?
Sure. Actually,
I love this story. Yeah. Tell me.
I really wanted to tell you this. I mean, this is not because I'm associated with Onco or whatever. This is from my heart for you. So, childhood, you grow up, you see these Hindi film heroes who go through everything, like they fight 10 men at a time, and the whole world is against them, but they still come out looking really cool and everything's fine, and you're just like, wow, aisa to koi ho hi nahi sakta in real life. This only happens in movies, right? But since I've come to know you and your story, I've actually met the only one person who I think is like a superhero. Like, you are a hero to me. And so it's changed our perception of what is normal, right? So you always think, हाँ मेरे साथ ये हुआ है, so it is normal for me to feel really low and very depressed, and to not try and to give up. It's normal. But you kind of change that and you're like, it's not necessarily normal. There are people who deal with this stuff and they deal with it superbly well. And so it's not like going down and feeling low is not the only option here. There is another way of dealing with this. And you are someone who's kind of showed that you can be so cool coming out of chemo, coming out of cancer, and with so much attitude, So
Charan kahan hai, Devi? Charan, aapka charan chhu lo.
I'm a big fan of you, let me tell you. And all the photos of yours are so cool, honestly. So, I think that's what I wanted to tell you, and I really mean this. So thank you
Thanks,
for telling your
Thanks,
story and doing this, like changing our perception of life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, there was some real sparky energy as soon as you came on, Shruti. She's like, whoa!
Oh, because I have a different connection. I don't know. I mean, we never met face to face. I mean, in person, but I am a big fan of her. The way she portrayed things and everything.
So beautiful. Thank you, Shruti, so much.
That's how it should work.
I'm a fan of both of you. Chalo, acha. Mutual appreciation ho gaya.
Okay, Harish, I wanted to share a little. Whoever have been dealing with, I'll ask my friend also. There's a few friends of mine whose mother is actually going with the same kind of different disease and all. I'll speak about on the treatment perspective. Like, don't ignore pain. I'm talking about the ovarian cancer which I dealt with. So don't ignore the pain. At times we get very unconscious and avoid pain. Always, visit the doctor. I don't know if my friend Shabnam and other people are there or not because I have seen people, they avoid going to the doctor, They are very scared. Scared about they fear. So this is a part of treatment. Avoiding going to the doctor at correct time may lead to difficulties later, Not only getting diagnosed is important, but getting correct time diagnosis is much more important. And why I actually at Bombay, I faced the same thing. I was shivering, my white blood cell was completely down, and I did a blunder. I did not went to the oncologist. I went to a normal, gynecologist, and she said to me that you're turned menopause. I mean, menopause usually occurs between the age of 45 to 55 years, right? So in my case, it has stopped in my early 30. So perhaps a lot of side effects then, and now it could be a reason. But if that time I would have been shown to the oncologist, I don't think I would have. Stage 4 cancer wouldn't be. I mean, I would maybe all the organs I but sakta tha. So this is because there is no recommendation for routine screening for those with an average risk of cancer, I mean, ovarian cancer or maybe other thing. But for those high risk, such as people with inherited syndrome, or a doctor may recommend ultrasound or normal blood test in Hibin A, B or whatever. Because see, ovarian cancer or maybe ovary, it begins with ovary with pair of female reproductive organs. It frequently does not cause obvious symptoms, but it is good detect until it is not advanced, And some symptoms which I personally felt, including your abdomen or pelvic pressure or pain, it swell, it's bloat, it gets bloating. I feel nausea, fatigue, urinary urgency or urinary frequency. So take it little seriously. Apart from normal things, take your health little seriously. Go to the doctor on correct time.
Very beautifully shared. I think that is very, very important. Even all the oncologists also, I have seen, whenever they share something, they always make it a point to mention what you have mentioned right now. Don't ignore smallest and smallest of pains, smallest and smallest of lumps. Make sure the moment you notice it, go visit a doctor. No matter how small and how trivial it may sound to you, but rightfully said by you, visit a doctor. Make sure you get it diagnosed at an early stage, if at all you have something. If nothing is there, well and good, you're sorted for life. But if something is there, get early diagnosis to beat it. Very beautifully said, Debruti. Thank you so much.
And Harish, I'll add it to it. And you notice, 60-70% of cancer, they're diagnosed in later stages.
Correct.
Yeah, the impact of currently, as you said, the lockdown and things are going on. Lockdown will be very harsh. I personally faced an issue with my regular checkups. I had skipped my regular checkups, the chemo session, transplant surgeries have been, kept on hold, because the cancer patients are on high risk. So don't ignore it. Next question, please. Yeah, anybody.
Okay. I would like to call upon Likita Singh. They have raised a hand very beautifully. Likita Singh, please show your video and unmute yourself, and please share or ask the question whichever you want to ask. Likita Singh, are you there? No. So in the meantime, let us ask. Likita Singh is here. Please.
Hello.
Hi,
Debo.
Please.
Hey,
Hi. Debo, you have been such an inspiration to me. Yeah. Yes. Your story is been which can hold a person and know what you're in spite not being a cancer patient. You've been inspiring in other ways. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Likita, for sharing that beautiful thing.
Harish, I don't know if Lakshmi and Mihir, I've told him, their mother is also, if they could motivate a little bit of.
There is one Lakshmi here. Let us ask them to unmute their mic and show their video. If Lakshmi is here, please unmute your mic and show your video. In the meantime, while they are doing it, I would now call upon Amresh, who has been wanting to speak with you for quite some time. So Amresh, please unmute your mic, and after that we will go to Alden. Unmute your mic, show your video.
Hello.
Yeah.
Amresh, yeah. Hi.
So great to listen to you, and every part of your story, I was kind of remembering things in a way that, first of all, the one which stuck the most when you were saying कि the fourth time it struck was the time वो खत्म हो गया था. So people have been giving you names over the conversation. आपको rockstar बुला रहे, superhero बुला रहे. One more name I would want to give you, that is that of the Phoenix, because after सब खत्म हो जाने के बाद you rose up again. And
oh my God, Amresh bro.
And another thing which stuck, and on a lighter note, was the sense that when you were saying कि लोग आपको serious होने के लिए बोल रहे हैं, and I was getting reminded of one of the philosophy which one of my friends taught me कि जिंदगी में sincere बनो, serious नहीं, serious तभी होना जब ICU में हो.
killed it. You killed it, bro. मैंने तो एक वो लेजर का वो भी लगा कर रखा है मेरे घर पे. Why so serious? I mean, the Joker part, if you remember, why so serious?
Exactly. So that is the philosophy I use. Sincere बनो, काम करो ठीक से, लेकिन serious.
You nailed it. एकदम.
Serious ICU में बनो.
ICU में बनो.
Exactly. जिंदगी serious होने के लिए नहीं है.
And ICU में, I'll give you ICU में भी ना, I follow one thing, you know. When I'm ICU, I know anesthesia लगता है वो घोड़े वाला पीठ पे. And when मेरा आँख जब बंद होता ना, I always 3 times I had my surgeries, always I count sheep, you know. बचपन में मॉम बोलते हैं ना कि काउंट शिप, तुमको नींद जल्दी आ जाएगा. 1 2 3 शिप. I start counting. गड़बड़ हो जाता था. No. फिर से 1 2 3 I count them.
उससे तो ज़्यादा
This is how I deal. नहीं, वो हो जाता है. मतलब फिर उसके बाद you are unconscious. That helped me.
Nice. And since I am recollecting the things which struck me the most, so the next thing which struck was when you said about your journey of cancer. So out of all the forms of cancer, ovarian cancer is one thing which kind of strikes me the most, in the sense that going back to 1998, it was with my mom, and hers was a case of less diagnosis. Just आपने कहा कि कुछ pain है, you went to a gynae. She also went to a gynae and went to like gastroenterology and gastric problem, acidity करके, and due to which it became a late thing. And I think that is why early diagnosis and being aware of your symptoms is much important, and to not ignore what your body is telling you before it's too late. Like jago grahak jago kind of thing, your body is
absolutely.
And before I end my conversation right now with you, I want to end it with one question. So you said that you have been having a gala time with your adventures, being in a biking family and all those things, with your road trips and all. So with that adventurous part of your life, what was the biggest gift and the biggest learning?
Biggest gift and learning. I remember one thing when I was working with Reliance at Bombay, and that company got closed down. They had given us notice of 10 days, and that company closed down. So there was nobody at Bombay. I had my own 2 kids with me, my pets, Buddy and Friendy. They are one Labrador and Spitz. So I had very few friends out there at Bombay. So I decided to come back to Calcutta. So on the entire thing now, I thought of, if I take them by air, or if I take my car by road, they're going to be huge cost to me, you know. Suddenly I thought, why don't I get some fuel inside my car and get them, everybody should come together. So I drove literally 2,300 kilometers from Bombay to Calcutta with them, with 2 pets of me. So it is 3 days. So that is maybe biggest gift or anything which inspired me, and I could do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Devrati. It was awesome talking to you, and keep rocking the way you do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amresh, for being here. In the meantime, I have shared a chat link. That's a WhatsApp group link. For all those, I'm just doing this before we are coming to an end, and 3 people have already raised hands. They want to speak with you. So we will get to that. But before everyone starts dropping off from the call, I shared this WhatsApp group. Please join this group for getting constant updates about Talk Your Heart Out. The next one, who will be the guest, what will be the format, everything will be updated on the group there. So the link is there on the chat for everybody. You just have to click and join the group on the WhatsApp. So we come back, and Alden has raised the hand first. So we will go first come, first serve. Alden, please go ahead and show your camera. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, hi Debrati ji.
Hey,
Very
hi.
inspiring. Yeah, very inspiring.
Cool
I mean,
beer you have,
the
man.
lost.
Cool beer
Thanks.
and specs. I love
This,
them. Tell
this is
me.
a lockdown look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so just a practical question to ask you. Since you have that condition and you lost your ovaries and all that, what is your view on having your own offspring, right? Because I think you can't have your own children. So how do you take that? Like, is that a positive or a negative? So how do you deal with that? The whole idea of it, because that's one aspect that you can't fulfill because of the practical outcome of what you've been through. So how do you deal with that?
Okay, so my doctor who did my surgery, he was back of my life, he was back of my life. Get married before it's too late, I said, "ठीक है, okay, fine, होगा." But as I'm little independent. ठीक है, marriage and all is cool. But having children and all, yes, of own blood, it is important to have your own blood children. But do they really matters? I mean, if people could adapt, there's a lot of children who is actually waiting to get get adopted. I see that way. Okay, I mean, that was not that important organs to me. Of course, yes, I look that way. After losing these organs, I had some side effects of it. I mean, I am not allowed to get some heavy materials, or I am not allowed to pull up the weights and all. I get very irritated at times. My skin's also. So these things matter more than having the children point of view. I take it that.
Okay, that's a great opinion. And yeah, I mean, since you mentioned abortion, adoption, that's something that I expected, right? And I'm sure that down the line you will have someone whom you can train at a close level, and we can probably have someone as inspirational as you in the future.
Alden, I already have my 2 kids, I already have 2 kids. The one is just sleeping next to me. One is my Spitz and the Labrador. I was sharing, so they are my 2 children.
Right, but I mean, having someone of the human species would probably help, more people. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, thanks a lot, Debrati. It was an amazing session.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
Beautiful interaction. Supriya Adepalli, I think you have raised your hand. Please unmute your mic and show your video. Supriya.
Entered, so I couldn't listen to the whole talk. And yes, it's an inspiration, I'm sure, to listen to you and those who have come out of this very beautifully and more important, more strongly to their personal lives, at least. So my dad was a cancer patient, so I have seen very closely it is and how it gets affected. So I actually take workshops on emotional. So I would like to know what exactly it is about, since I joined very late. So I can see that you're speaking, and I see an onco.com.
So giving you a brief idea, onco.com is a cancer care online website where you can get all kind of services for cancer. And what this is a cancer support group. It's called Talk Your Heart Out, and so we gather together every month, twice in a month. Earlier it was happening in offline space where people would gather, sit down in circle and talk about cancer. It would be a very intimate process. Now because of lockdown becoming a trend all over, we thought, okay, now we have to take the support group online as well. So we have our guest for today, and she is a fourth stage ovarian cancer survivor, Devrati. So there you go, the little context.
So that's a great initiative. Thank you, because I'm looking for something like this where I can, if possible, contribute, because I'm a facilitator for a few modalities and I take workshops in emotional wellness. So this is a transformation after going through with my dad. So I take workshops. I'm in the field. You can say. I'm also a palliative care.
Got it. So do you want to share something for our guest today? That is.
Yes, I listened to her. It's been just 10 minutes and I'm like, very nice. And the way you handled the question was truly inspiring. Yeah.
Ma'am, you're inspiration to me as well. I mean, as you were just saying, sharing.
Yes. And when I see someone like you coming out so beautifully and, helping others, it's always a treat. It's always a gratitude for people like you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. I think we will go to Dr. Tabassum. Dr. Tabassum has been sharing a lot of beautiful things on the chat personally, but I think it's time that she directly comes and she talks about it. Dr. Tabassum, can you unmute your mic, show yourself, and share that directly to our today's guest, Devrati? Dr. Baba, your mic is on unmute.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi,
ma'am. We can hear you.
Hi, hello, ma'am. Good afternoon to all of you. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am, you are so sweet. I am from Jammu and Kashmir. I am surviving in 2G only. Yes, ma'am. You're such a nice lady. So happy to see you.
All pleasure mine, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, very pleasure to see you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we'll come up there and we'll meet you soon.
Yeah, please.
We have plans of going there. Yeah, of course.
My pleasure, ma'am. Please welcome all of you. I am inviting you with my heart. Please, you come.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Devrati ma'am was anyways telling that she would be coming there with the biker gang. So
we actually
have a person to visit.
Yes,
correct.
Sir, please visit my home, please.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tabassum. Thank you. I think we have less time right now. We will be coming towards winding it up. But before that, I want to call two people. One is Krishna and second is Anjali. And Anjali is as adventure loving as you, but she sent me a personal message saying that itna adventure to maine nahi kiya hai. So she is super nani. She has survived cancer there. But I will call Anjali ma'am towards the very end to give a conclusion. Right now, I'm calling Krishna. Krishna, please come.
Hey Devrati, how are you doing?
Hey, thank you, Krishna. I'm not able to hear you, but yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, just a few things. I just have one question, but a couple of statements that I just want to make. The first one, Devrati, is I lost my dad last year, owing to lung cancer. And there is not a day that goes by that, I don't think of him. And each time I think it's very difficult to let go. So what I do, the strength that I gain from every Taiho that I participate with Harish and, whoever speaks is the fact that it makes it a little bit more easier for me to let go of him in the right manner so that he can be at peace, right? So everything that I hear from each person just gives me that strength so that as people tell me, let go, he's in a better place. That makes it easy for me. That's the first thing that I want to say. Thank you for that. The second one is, you being in a position where you are, owing to what you went through. I think you are an absolute inspiration to all those women who are not in a position to, be mums for all obvious reasons, but yet to let them know that, there are various ways to go ahead. And that's not the only thing. The third thing, Devarati, is the fact that very few people talk and term pets as kids. I have only very few friends who do that. And I think that should come to the fore now, where, when they say kids, people are taken aback. And that's another cultural thing in India where kids, pets, it's very wrong. But I think you're an epitome for doing that as well. That's another thing. And finally, my question to you is, you could be in a lot of places at this point of time to spread the right message, as I said, in many ways. So if you had a clone of yourself right now, where would you want to be right up front? And what message would that clone want to give?
You made our speaker put in thought process.
Yeah, it is very, firstly, this is actually a inspiration thing which he just shared. But I don't keep any particular things to, it's random. So maybe talking about a particular clone would be little difficult for me to answer at the moment, but I was actually was deep into what he was saying, so got little emotional about it, the entire thing.
No worries. All I wanted to say was those things are very powerful. It helps me every time because I still haven't been able to get at peace with Dad leaving me. But I owe a lot to Harish for ensuring that, I'm a part of this. And thank you very much for everything that you shared today.
Thanks, yeah. Thank you. That actually gave me a good goosebumps.
Thank you, Krishna, for always doing this. You are amazing.
Actually.
I think a very beautiful talk by Devarati today. Talk your heart out. I think we are really, really grateful for you to take this time out, share it with us, and all those people who have come in from the time that they joined till now. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everybody who is here. But to a super person like Devarati, I think we need to have a bombastic closing. What do you say? But before that, we have a hand which is raised. Please show yourself, Lalatika, unmute your mic and show your video and say things.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, hi.
Hi, Devarati.
Lalantika. Very nice name. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I have been listening to a lot of talks like this, but I think the kind of energy that with which you have talked is something that has touched, I think, me the most. And and the look that you have, I really like it. I really like your hairstyle. I really like the confidence with which you carry yourself. Because if you can transmit that energy online, then I think definitely if we meet you offline, it would be some next level.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lantika. Thank you.
Great talking to you. Great listening to
you. Thank you. And actually, honestly, this little approach of Onco.com, it actually more of motivating others, and but this will actually give me a very good strength for my future, because I even don't know about my future. When I see my future, I'll go back and I'll remember this day when I shared, when I could speak. Then my future will also be a easy go, about the entire process of any treatment.
Definitely. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Lalatika, for coming here and sharing that. Yes, the hairstyle, yeah, very, very beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. अरे, what you know?
ठीक है यार, बस अब इतना शो ऑफ मत करो मेरे बारे में.
No, सुनो. पहला जब मेरे को पता चला ना, मुझे तो पता था सबका हेयर चला जाता है, सोनाली बेंद्रे का चला जाता है, युवराज सिंह का चला जाता है, तो मेरे को पता था कि मेरा हेयर जाएगा. तो पहले ही जाके ना I got it full shaved. Then my doctor said, why have you shaved it? तो मैंने ऐसे ही swag कर दिया.
I think you are very quirky and you took cancer on a sincere note, like Amresh told. You did not take it serious note. Even when you were on ICU, you were telling in the ICU ward कि थोड़ा music चला दो.
Music चला दो.
You are awesome. You are rock star. You're Phoenix. You're everything that everybody has told you today. I would like to call upon my another inspiration, Anjali ji, who is a rock star for me as well. Anjali ji, please show yourself, unmute yourself. I want to see when you, Devrati ji, and Anjali ji, you both come face to face. I want to see how it will be. Please, Anjali ji.
Hello.
Ma'am, I have seen your one session. I have seen your one full session, and I had seen another one when you were talking, you know. I had seen completely and I loved it. Trust me, I don't usually speak about it, but truly honest feedback, ma'am. The way I still remember wearing all those bandanas and all earrings, long earrings. Cool, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah. I'm very happy to see you first. You look like a rock star and you are adventurous. I know that. Even I'm not. Yeah, come on. A big hug. Yeah, very good.
Yes.
I want you to go for the state level bike ride. That will be inspiration for all cancer lovers. Sorry, not cancer lovers. Sorry. I'm taking my word back.
Bikers.
Cancer survivors and cancer patients.
Yes,
please do that. Go.
Inshallah, we'll do that.
State level. I'll be very happy. And when you're in Mumbai, please come and meet me because your star and my star are same, I think. Somewhat
which one, ma'am? Same.
One?
I'm Scorpio.
Yeah. No. It doesn't mean that star. Luck. You're lucky.
Yeah. Where do you stay, ma'am, at Bombay? Velepalle. Oh, I was staying at Sion.
Oh, okay. It's not very far.
Not very far. Ekdam. Pakka, ma'am.
Very positive. You know, I used to ride bike and all. Only in my, for only masti and all. Not as a rider. And God has given me one punishment. My wrist is locked, so I can't ride no more.
Okay.
These are the side effects of mine. But everything is fine. Doing well. And your story is too amazing. I love your everything. The way you smile, the way you
Thank you.
Whatever comes in the life, be positive.
Ekdam, ma'am. Same here, ma'am.
Everything will be small, great.
Yes,
please do rocking everyone and go for the state level. Why I'm telling you, I got the Mrs. India crown.
Okay.
20. People used to laugh at me. Ye kya karke aayegi? Ye kya karegi? I was the only cancer patient, cancer survivor, and rest of the people were normal. And when I was crowned, my goosebumps came. Why, I want to show the people, I'm a survivor. See my crown, I want you to take the trophy for the state level. Please do it.
Ma'am, charan kahan hai aapke? Charan kahan hai? Ma'am, will do it. नहीं मैम एक्चुअली दिस एक्चुअली बूस्ट मी मतलब वो तो था ही मेरा बट विल डू इट एब्सोल्युटली मैम
any help from me I'm ready, no worries. I will help you.
Thank you ma'am
and please do it. I want you to come on the state level.
Thank you ma'am.
As a biker.
Absolutely
and
ma'am.
You have that potential. I can see you are very positive. You will do it.
Thank you.
And this is my good wishes to you. Please come up.
Thank you ma'am.
Okay.
Finger crossed.
And love you so much. Big heart.
Same here.
Take
Same
care.
here.
Thank you. Yeah. Come on, one more dash with your tattoo. Thank you so much. Love you, dear.
Chalo, that was a great, beautiful, fantastic session with Debrati. Everybody who is here. I think we are coming to an end. But today I don't feel like ending today because it's so very beautiful. But nonetheless, we have come to a conclusion and we have to end. So I would request all of you to just show yourself so that we can take a group photo with our routine, just heart next to the heart. Because, oh, Shruti, your baby's sleeping. Okay, so please show yourself. Amazing, amazing. Everybody just, yes. Beautiful. Everybody is slowly showing their camera. Very beautiful. Yes, more people. So the screen should fill up. Likita, unmute yourself. Show your camera. Krishnaji, Lakshmi, iPhone. Whoever is behind that iPhone, please do that. Yes. Heart. And I will not be able to show the heart because I'll be taking a photo. So everybody show the heart, please.
Oh.
Yes. Do as quirky heart as possible. Yes, like Debrati, very beautiful. Let me click a photo of it. All of you keep smiling. Yes.
You also do it?
I can't do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think now everybody can unmute their mic, say anything, and then we'll end it in 2 minutes. Or Alden and I had a small wish. We usually do this. We, to very inspiring people, Alden and I sing happy birthday while we are parting ways, because today it seemed like it's a birthday of you in this group where you shared and where you told you look back today when you are in the future. This is the day when you came online in front of everybody and started sharing. So happy birthday to you. I think Alden and I will sing. Krishna, join. We will sing happy birthday to you. Okay? In 3, 2, all of you unmute your mic. And 3, 2, 1. Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Debrati.
You.
Happy birthday
to
you. Yay! Thank you so much, Debrati, and thank you everybody for joining in.